Tanya and Portia may have cheated, but they weren't the only ones that were playing on Bolo's polo stick. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So the moment has finally arrived that we have all been waiting for. Really, the only thing that we've been waiting for, because this is going to be the only thing worth watching on this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that is the whole entire Strippergate debacle. Y'all, I must say this last episode, the last two episodes, in my opinion, were pretty good. A lot of people shamed the last episode, but I thoroughly enjoyed the whole entire bachelorette party. Like, it was really entertaining, I must say. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is that ass, that ass, that ass, that ass, that ass, that ass. Y'all, these girls look absolutely redonkulous, bitch. Like, they just look stacked to perfection. Like, the stable, like, the cage is out. Like, let the pigeons loose. Like, they looked on point. Well, except for Kenya. Kenya went ahead and messed it up because her booty is kind of lopsided. Like, y'all, was Kenya's ass done in like the 90s, back when they had silicone and not like gel silicone? Kenya's ass looked like it was chock full of shit. Kenya's ass looked like it had 6 dimples on each side. Kenya's ass looked like it was done in a back alley. Kenya's ass literally entered from the left side of the room and she walked in from the right. Kenya's ass looked like a failed mission. Kenya's ass looked like a ripe banana prepared for banana bread. Kenya's ass looked like a floating shelf that was about to fall off. But overall, everyone looked good. And I will say, Kandi did the damn thing as the ringleader. She really stepped into her, I want to say she did the dungeon a few years ago. She really is trying to bring that back to life, and I love to see it. Like, Kandi is somebody you would hire for a bachelorette party, in my opinion. So fast forward to the bachelorette party. Y'all, the bachelorette party was on point. To be honest, I thought they were going to get more than one stripper, but Bolo was surely sufficient. But Bolo got a chance to step out of the glass cage. He was probably in there for a good 3 hours at this point. He was looking good, wearing his little fake, cheaply made Chanel outfit, and the girls had a great time with him. So the girls were having fun. They were all drunk, cutting loose. Some of the girls were a little handsy with Bolo. We all saw Portia was a little thirsty. She was backing that thing up. Honestly, I mean, how could you even resist Portia? Like, you could tell that he was feeling her too, but they went ahead and cut the cameras off, allegedly, so they could really enjoy the fun. But the girls made a mistake and they didn't cover every single camera. And we got a little sneak peek to what happened. So definitely we see the girls making out. One thing that stood out to me about Portia was her saying that she was going to eat somebody's box that night, or somebody's going to eat her box. And my thing is, Portia, like, just go ahead and admit that you like women. You're bisexual. And fast forwarding back to that whole entire dungeon scandal that happened a few seasons back between Kandi and Portia, Kandi laid it out flat and told all of us that Portia was a freak hoe, Portia was a lesbian, Portia told her that she wanted a threesome with her and Kandi, and she also said that Portia wanted to eat her box. Now, we see you saying that someone's gonna eat your box tonight, so you mean to tell me that what you said to Kandi back in the day wasn't true? Because she did deny it, because she was embarrassed. But also with the fact that you see Portia way back in the day, a video leaked of her preaching to the choir and denouncing homosexuality in the Kojic church. So my thing is, Portia, maybe you have a little bit of internalized homophobia, but girl, just go ahead and admit that you're a part of the community. Just go ahead and admit that you're a part of the whole lettuce, bacon, tomato community, girl. We'll embrace you. Like, there's no issue. But it's all about being honest and transparent with yourself. Going back to the bachelorette party, some of the women that were actually wives were actually being a little more handsy. And I mainly am pointing at Drew. From what we saw in the camera in the corner, Drew was dry humping Bolo. Drew was probably straddling him in the bedroom. Drew was doing some things to Bolo the stripper. So I don't know if her and her husband already talked about it, but she should have been just as worried as Tanya was. I also find it funny that Portia is like conveniently single now throughout this whole entire fiasco. I mean, yeah, I know her and Donatello have an on-again, off-again relationship, but I just figure it's mighty convenient that this weekend you decided to be single. That's the next day. We see the stripper leave. He left at 7 a.m., so you definitely know something happened that night. And we see Kenya, she's like playfully interrogating everybody. But then Portia doesn't really take it as a joke, and neither does Tanya, because them two are guilty. And also, we noticed that Drew was kind of like playing Ray Charles to the BS, even though, Drew, you did a little something. But everybody was simply really mad at Kenya. Everybody was taking offense with the fact, like, girl, like, the cameras weren't there. Why are you discussing this? Now, honestly, if I was there and if we weren't on a reality TV show, I would have an issue. Like, girl, why are you steady bringing this up? Like, what happened, happened. Leave it in the past. Like, stick to the girl code. But you guys are on a reality show. For one, you guys already know Kenya needs a storyline because she doesn't have one this season, so she was definitely going to bring it up. Two, you guys need this storyline to be dragged out because, for one, none of you guys have an interesting storyline going on. Like, absolutely none of y'all. And for three, it's a reality show. Like, this is what this show needed. This show needed this scandal to happen because if it didn't, this season would have been just a complete zero. Like, just a borderline, just a humongous flop. But moving on, I also want to talk about Marlo and Kenya rekindling their friendship. Now, I will say it did come as a friendship of convenience to me because Kenya could kind of sense that the rest of the girls weren't feeling her, especially when she walked down into the lion's den towards the end of the episode. Really, they didn't have that much of a beef. Mainly the beef, in my opinion, is mainly because of Marlo constantly just ragtagging Kenya's ass. Like, y'all, the reads that Marlo gives to Kenya are so hilarious, and Kenya can never say anything because most of them are always true. Like, Kenya cannot take her. I will say it time and time again, like, this should have been the season they gave Marlo a peach. But hopefully they give Marlo a peach next season so that Kenya and Marlo could be the new Nene and Kim. You know, two friends that have great, funny chemistry. Like, they're fun to watch, and they're fun to watch while arguing. Like, they could definitely fill that void that Nene and Kim left a few seasons ago. But when those girls walk down to the final dinner scene, you see Portia rolling her eyes like, oh, why are these two hanging with each other again? They're friends? How convenient. Now, my thing with Portia is you got to take away how Kenya treated Portia in the past. Last season, at the very beginning, them two made a pact that they were going to have a budding friendship and not beef with each other anymore. Throughout that season, Portia was looking for any reason to be against Kenya. But when Nene and Portia finally got back on the same page, she completely turned her nose up to Kenya and was once again beefing with her, which is like another rivalry that we don't want to see anymore. Like, it's old and it's stale. Like, Kenya versus Portia is so tired. Like, you two have been on this show for over 8 years. Like, when are you guys gonna put an end to this and show that you guys are the OGs trying to bring in the new girls? But I also have to side with Kenya at the fact that we're on a reality show, and no matter what, this was going to be a topic of discussion that was going to be brought up. Like, you guys allegedly smashing a stripper when you have a significant other, that was going to be a talking point, especially on this dry-ass season. And lastly, I'm very disappointed in Tanya, y'all. Tanya, you just gotta admit, you gave into peer pressure at the end of the day. Like, you were a 40-something-year-old woman, and you gave into Portia pressuring you to kind of like join in on a threesome with Bolo. And the fact that you went ahead and quit this show over this scenario means that you did something in that bedroom. Now, I understand that she wants to quote-unquote save her marriage, which that's up for debate because I don't think that man is going to marry her, which is a damn shame because Tanya's a great catch. But the fact that you went ahead and quit this show, an easy check to get over this situation means that you were guilty, girl. You went ahead, you did something, you enjoyed it for the night, you thought it was going to be brought up, but lo and behold, here we are, and now you're gone. And that's just very disappointing for someone to pass up a golden opportunity and a bunch of money, and the fact that she was probably going to get upgraded next season. It just, like, I hate seeing people just squander opportunities for wealth, but overall, it's her life, not mine. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the next episode brings. I can't wait to see the fallout of this. Hopefully it just lasts that one episode, and then I think the season's almost over. Because after this, what else do we have to talk about? So I think maybe we have probably 2 or 3 more episodes, and that's it. And probably like a 3-part reunion, and then it's a wrap. Bring back Potomac, I guess. But those are my views on the whole situation. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.